Hey everybody, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Master 88 here, and welcome to another video for you guys. Today I'll be reviewing a application that I've been playing around with for a little while now, called Distrobox. Now, essentially, what Distrobox is, people, is essentially it allows you to basically run a containerized distribution on your native operating system. Essentially, the containerized system and your host system are pretty much kept tight together, essentially. And essentially, with this containerized Linux system, you can install packages that are from that containerized system and test them on your host system. Say, for example, like I'm on Zorn OS right now, and I have a containerized Arch Linux system. Well, I'll be able to install Arch applications on that containerized Arch system and basically test them on my host system. Right here is the site for Distrobox. Shout out to these fine people. I'll put a link in the description bar below so you guys can check them on out. Just recently they did a wonderful update to Distrobox, which allows it to be more compatible with Chrome OS. Very good. Another step for Chrome OS and Chromebooks as a national Linux standard. Thank you so much, Distrobox. Greatly appreciate your work. Coffee. Okay, so this is the site here, and not much else to write home about. And here's some pictures right here of the system with all the containerized the containerized distros that you can run. Right here is all the documentation. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. But I will show you all the containerized distros that you can run. So this is all the containerized distros that you can run from Oma Linux, Debian, Arch, Amazon Linux, Fedora, OpenSUSE, Red Hat, Rocky, Ubuntu. There's a good list of distros, and I highly recommend trying them out and see what works for you. As for how Distrobox works, essentially, pretty much Distrobox is packaged in your main distributions. You just do a search for Distrobox in your repository and you should find it. But here's some alternative methods to installing Distrobox and dependency stuff, because in order to use Distrobox properly, you have to either set up Podman or Docker. I've set up Docker for mine. Docker is much simpler to use, in my opinion. It doesn't take that long. All you got to do is just sudo apt install Docker, then add yourself to the Docker group. Well, you have to add your user to the Docker group, and then essentially you got to activate the Docker service. Once you get all those preliminaries out of the way, you'll be able to use Distrobox. Okay, so now I'm going to show you all how Distrobox works. So I got my terminal up right here. So I already have it installed, but if I do a Distrobox list, what this does is it lists all the distributions that Distrobox has in it right now. And currently I have two of them, Debian 12 and Arch Linux. Now, if you want to create a distro, a distro, what we can do is, for example, let me just go to, where is it? Right here. Containerized distros. And we'll just pick a new distro to test out, for example. So let's just say, for example, folks, I wanted, let's see. Let's say I wanted Gentoo as an example, which Gentoo is right here. You copy that line, and then you do Distrobox. Oh, hold on, folks. I should at least increase the font size to make it a bit bigger for you guys. There we go. That's more like it. So we're going to do Distrobox -create -m-n, so you can name your distro to whatever you want. I'm going to call it Gentoo. And -i, and you paste that link that you copied. You press yes. And now we just wait for it to install. And I think what I'm going to do, folks, just to speed up time, I'm going to pause the recording. And when it finishes, I will let you all know. Be right back, folks. Okay, people, we are back. And as you all can see, Gentoo is done. So, I bet you're wondering, Ricky, how do you enter the distro? Well, let me show you. What we're going to do is we're going to clear up the text here. Now we're going to do Distro Box, enter, G, tap completion. And now we just wait for Docker to set everything up. It may take a minute. Okay. Okay, this should be about ready. I mean, it shouldn't take very long for Docker to set this whole thing up. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. Had to adjust my OBS. Okay. Docker should be about done. Okay. Okay, so it's installing the basic packages. Okay. Shouldn't be too long now. You know, I think what I'm gonna do, folks, just to save you all some time, I'm gonna pause the recording once again, and I will get back to you all once this thing has started up. Be right back. Okay, people, we are back, and Gen 2 is finally ready to go. Sorry for the wait, it just took a little while. Anyway, the next thing we can do is type in Distrobox, enter. Oh, wait, we're already inside it. I just noticed that. Sorry. My, my mind got a little scrambled there for a minute. Please forgive me if you're seeing this, Brian. Okay, let's see here. All right, now that it's loaded, now what we can do is we can simply install a package in Gentoo. So we're going to do a sudo emerge. And I want to do, no, actually, let's go for XED. Let's see, is XED available? No, it isn't. Okay, let's just do sudo emerge. And now we pretty much just wait for this to install. This shouldn't be a big package though. Okay. Okay, people, sorry about that. Have to let my family in. Okay, so yeah, Gen 2 is still downloading, but you know, with Gen 2, it usually takes a little while for packages to download. That's just the nature of it. So just to save you all time once again, I will pause this recording and I will come back when the application is finished. Okay, people, I'm back. And as you can see, our Gen 2 is finished. So as you can see here, there's Xedit right here. A simple Xorg-like notepad taker application. As you can see, it works very well. So what if I want to put this on my actual machine? Well, you can do that. Distrobox hyphen export hyphen app x edit. Interesting. So you're saying that I can't do that one? Oh well. Oh well, that's okay. If I can't do it to that one, I know another one I can do it on. But essentially, you pretty much get the general idea. So another one that I can do better with. Watch this, people. So I'm gonna Distrobox enter into my Arch Linux machine, which I know works. And I've already exported an application from this already. So if I go to Programs and I go to Graphics, it wouldn't show up there. There it is. You have to find it. So this is the Arch Linux version of Genie, and essentially how you export apps in this thing is you type this command: Distrobox -export -app Genie. That's pretty much all you do. And once you do that, folks, you essentially just go into your menu here. You click on this, and there you go. There's the Arch version of Genie. And it works wonderful. It works fabulous. So that's pretty much simply, folks, how Distrobox works. You can run your containerized applications within the containerized distro that Distrobox is running, or if you want to run them outside the containerized system, you just do the Distrobox export command, and there you go. Now, if you need to look up these commands in how do I want to say this? If you need to look up the commands beforehand, you can just read this wonderful documentation right here. I mean, it literally explains everything, including Distrobox export, which is what I tried to do. So we could add extra flags and stuff, but right here is the flag, is the main command that you need to export your app. It's just that simple. But anyway, I think I've gone as far as I could with this review on Distrobox. Once again, I'll have a link down in the description bar below so you guys can check out Distrobox for yourselves. And I want to give a special shout out to the Distrobox team. Thank you guys so very much for making an excellent free and open source piece of software that we can use to run many different types of applications. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And if you want to support them as well, folks, do what you can. The people who make Distrobox, they work tirelessly on it, and they need all the support they can. So support them however you can, please. Thank you. And with that, people, that is it for this review of Distrobox. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did, and until next time, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Master 88 saying see you later.